All right, we are in the Arctic Ocean in Tuktoyaktuk. We are getting ready to do the Arctic Challenge, the Arctic Plunge. It's about 9:30 at night. It's 80-something degrees outside. In the air. You just checked the water temperature and the water was 34 degrees Fahrenheit?
Yeah.
Is it videoing?
I don't know.
Better be. Woo! Hey there, welcome back. I just thought I'd give you a little 20-second clip of what we're going to be doing in this video. So in the last video, we started up the Dempster Highway. Everything is going great. 550 miles we have got ahead of us. Gravel road, chipped gravel, and then of course 550 miles back. Yay! Hey, who's joining me? All right. My two favorite traveling partners. We drove by a pretty bad fire that had just started probably that day. We made it to the Arctic Circle and all is well. Now it's all tundra. We have left the boreal forest and the black bears behind us. It is nothing but prairie, grassland, and I guess a better word for it is tundra. And it is frozen under our feet. Next stop, Northwest Territories. And we started seeing more of this. There's a jack underneath the tire.
Huh?
We haven't had any problems, but I was really glad I had prepared and I knew what to do if there was a flat tire, if we had a flat tire. It ended up we hit it perfect with the roads. They were in great shape. Snow along the roads quite often, but as we reached the Northwest Territories, we were in pretty good shape, and the moose really wasn't even all that dirty. Well, I don't like the bright orange sign all that much, but we're getting used to it. But here's some awesome signs. We're getting there. One pothole at a time. Actually, it's not the potholes that are the worst. It's the rattling. I'll think of the word. I'll put it in there. Here we go. We're entering Northwest Territories, leaving the Yukon. Well, since Corinne is such a mischiever, we're going to have to be really careful because it says commit no mischief. That's going to be hard for Corinne. Miss Mischief. I love the caribou on the top. We are in the land of Arctic cotton. And mosquitoes. I wish you could hear them right now. Walking out on the tundra, it's very interesting. It's very squishy. There's areas here where you can walk and many areas where they don't want you to, but it looks like there's been a lot of people walking out here. So there we go. You can see me walking. It's very squishy on the frozen tundra. Permafrost. As we cross into the Northwest Territories here, we're still having a great time, and Xavier, our hitchhiking friend from Germany, is really enjoying the air conditioning and the lack of bugs. So we've noticed two problems. The first is we had an accident with the moose. Not quite certain what happened. I guess he got knocked over. The second problem is it's 84 degrees outside and we're driving on permafrost. But man, is it beautiful up here. It is just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Except for the skin-chewing bugs that are following us, which is pretty funny.
And see.
Okay, so it's now 95 degrees.
85.
I keep saying it's now 85 degrees. Let's come around here so we can see the dust. Come on, sunlight, hit that. Is it gonna hit it? Yeah. Mama's snuggling with Brinkley. The amount of dust in here is pretty bad. There should be bears and moose. So we are coming down into the Peel River area, just a couple miles from the ferry crossing. These beautiful lakes. Oh my God, look at the flies. Howdy! How far up? You want me to straighten it out, or is this okay? Okay, thank you. Oh yeah, we're already moving.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it. Oh, funny.
Which flies is it?
Oh man, it's just big, nasty somethings.
Oh, dear.
And he's just whistling away. He's fine. There we are. That was fast. So this one we go across, we're attached to a cable. The next one is longer, and that one, the boat actually has propulsion on it. Didn't understand your hand signal. Sorry, dude. See you in a few days.
Francis curling.
They got a curling club. Come on, we're in Canada. So you cross the Peel River and head north for a couple of kilometers, and you come to the quaint little town of Fort McPherson, where you will get gas. You do not pass up this gas station. All right, let's get out and stretch our legs. I'll get gas.
Yeah.
Corinne is going to make...
I'm going to make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. You want one? Huh?
Maybe.
Yes, yes. The answer is yes.
Have you had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
No.
You know what peanut butter is?
Yeah, I know what peanut butter is.
Okay.
And then you know what jelly is?
Yeah.
You put them together in a sandwich.
Oh.
In between bread.
Okay.
It's an American classic. It is road trip sandwiches. Nothing fancy.
So we just got gas in Fort McPherson. Corinne is in back making PB&J sandwiches for the whole gang. Brinkley, because there's peanut butter involved, is right at her feet. And there are horseflies outside, but they're not any horseflies. We have determined they are Arctic mammoth carcass-eating horseflies. They are huge. I would rather not have one land on me. Look at all of them. Do it for the video. Yeah, I'm not that dedicated to YouTube, sorry. So we're here at the Fort McPherson Ferry. The river is extremely low this year. I was just talking with a local who's in line in front of us, and he said, where I'm standing right now, I should be in water. And there's the little town of Tuktoyaktuk. I believe I have a 37% chance that I pronounced that right. Just a little town where the two rivers come together, the Red River, not the Red River that we know in Minnesota, the Red River, and the Mackenzie River, which is the longest river in Canada. This ferry's a little different. This one goes under its own power. The ferry over, oh, I'm getting chewed on. The ferry over on the Peel River works on a cable system. You can see upriver, pointing straight north, up toward the sea. Got one truck in front of us, and we got one big truck behind us. That's good. That means gas is hopefully getting through. The Klondike is still closed. It's been closed for quite a few days. So we are on the Mackenzie River barge, and that big semi is getting on behind us.
You can just feel the whole ring move.
Yep. That is a big truck. And they pulled him right onto the middle. Okay, buddy, stop. That's my bumper. I can't tell if he hit me or not. I hope not.
I don't think so. We've been bobbing. Here, let's keep this on. Yeah, this isn't a good picture. No.
All right, so I was looking to see if he hit me, so I put her in reverse. And nope, we're good. He's about a foot away from me.
Oh, they need us to move forward. I can't get the truck on. Are we gonna move? Trying to figure it all out?
How you doing there, Mr. B?
He's not sure.
Is somebody hiding behind you? Hey, Mom.
Hey. Frank, it's okay. Here, you wanna get up on my lap? Nope, I wanna go back with Xavier.
I really wanted to get the drone up here and take a look at this ferry and how it works, and look at the Mackenzie River, again, the largest river, the longest river in all of Canada, with the Red River coming in over there. It was just a really neat area. I got the opportunity to spin the drone around. So there we're looking upstream, which is actually south. That's another weird thing up here. There is north, or downstream. Coming back around, there's the Red River and that small little town that I'm not going to try and pronounce again. And the ferry going back across. The dust. Oh my gosh, the dust. Sometimes you're lucky and the wind is blowing so the dust leaves the road right away. Other times you pass a huge rig and the dust stays with you for at least a couple of kilometers. It's dust everywhere. So as we head north, heading toward Inuvik, or is it Inuvik? Well, maybe we'll find out. Where the road actually will become blacktop for a few miles, which is really a horrible thing because then we're getting frost heaves. Oh my gosh, the introduction to frost heaves.
Woo! What do you think, buddy?
Oh, hang on, frankly.
Hold on, bud. I got you, bud.
Okay, I have to talk louder here over the words that came out of our mouths when we hit that super bump.
Okay, so we gotta slow down just a little bit more for those.
Yeah, we can't fly because we're on pavement.
Why not?
Holy cow, we got to watch out for these now. A new learning experience before we get to Alaska. And despite my attempts to fly, we made it to Inuvik. All right. We are in Inuvik, Northwest Territories for the night. And this is the only place where the Dempster Highway and the road to Tuktoyaktuk is paved. It's paved for, I think, about 12 kilometers coming into Inuvik. And then it immediately turns back to dirt. Perfect. It turns back to dirt right there where all that dust is. We'll be taking that tomorrow up to Tuktoyaktuk. But this area is known for being the delta of the Mackenzie River, which is the largest river system in all of Canada. Pretty cool. There are many fingers to the river in this area. And as long as I'm looking at that big huge orb up in the sky, let me let you know that it's currently 11:15 p.m. The sun will not be setting. It's pretty cool. It got up to the high 80s today, which is near record temperatures. It'll be the same tomorrow, and then it's going to cool down by the time we head back out of here. We got one of the only shady spots in the entire campground. Woot woot! But right now I am standing still and I am getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. So I am going to go back down. Here's a very interesting map and sign. So we're up here in Inuvik, about to go up to Tuktoyaktuk. There's Whitehorse, the capital of the Yukon. And there's Vancouver down there. And what it says is Inuvik is actually further west than Vancouver. And it talks about the fact of why it's so sunny at 11:15 at night. It's pretty cool. Actually, it's making it kind of difficult, but we have the air conditioner running tonight, and that is really going to help because it is 11:15 at night and it is still 82 degrees outside. We are in a provincial park. Actually, we've seen a lot nicer ones, but we're having a great time. The drive up here, even though it's very dusty and the washboarding of the road and the potholes and the heaving because you're driving across tundra, and it's pretty crazy. And the differences, the one thing that we've really talked about, and I will hopefully be showing in some of the video, is the differences of the tundra. Every time you turn around a corner, it's something new and unique. And we have really been experiencing incredible things and really enjoying it so far. And I hope you've been enjoying the video so far. Take care. We are going to try and get some sleep with our blackout shades. And Brinkley's been doing pretty well. And we'll see how it goes. Good night. All right. Hey, nice hat.
Hey.
Hey there.
Hey there.
So what day is it?
I don't know.
It's
Friday.
Oh, it's now Friday because it's
Midnight.
what time is it?
It's 12. I don't know.
We've got our mosquito repellent stuff on. She does.
12:06.
It's 12:06 a.m. Friday
12:06
morning.
a.m.
And that's where is it? Where's the sun? There's the sun right
There's
there.
the sun.
The sun will not be going down. When you looked on the weather app and you looked under sunrise times and set times, what did it say?
It said sun up all day.
Up all day. Yeah,
all day.
it is not setting. So pretty crazy, pretty hard to sleep. Thank you, Corinne,
Not
for
with
making
blackout
blinds. I really appreciated that. That has helped, and it's helped Brinkley a lot. So we're up on top of a tower here at the Provincial Park campground that we're camping at. In fact, there's our camper, I think, right there. And we are in the shade a little bit. It was in the mid 80s today, which is horribly hot for up here. And it's not going to get much cooler tomorrow or today. So good night. We had dropped Xavier off at a different campground earlier in the afternoon. A beautiful night, and then it was time to do one thing. We needed our certificates for crossing the Arctic Circle. So we got that taken care of. We ran into a couple of folks whom we had seen along the road who were biker influencers from Taiwan. We drove past the Igloo Church because everybody has to do that. And then we are on our way to the North Mart for some shopping. It's not very often you walk into a grocery store and can buy snowmobiles, kayaks, and 4x4s. There's your clothes. And then around the corner is all the groceries. Pretty cool North Mart. We left Inuvik. Inuvik, still not sure how to pronounce it. Saw our first pingo off in the distance. And then we ran into this really weird site with all these snowmobiles on the side of the road. We learned later that at the end of the winter season, they are just left there. And the next fall, when snow starts coming and the lakes freeze over, it's time to go and recover your snowmobile and go back out to your fishing holes. Before we came into Tuktoyaktuk, I wanted to get the drone up again and have it follow us for a kilometer or so we could really get a good view of what it looks like up here. When you look on Google Maps, and I will insert what it looks like here, it just doesn't look nice. It looks yucky, I guess is a good word. But it's not like that. The water is crystal blue. The green grass is just vibrant, and it's so stunning. And so I wanted to make certain and get a good representation of what the lakes look like, what the tundra looks like, and what the road looks like. The road was in really bad shape because they had just laid new chipped rock over the top of it. It was fairly easy to drive on for us. We met some pedal bikers that were having problems, and I know there were quite a few road bikers that were having a lot of problems. In fact, there was a biker killed a couple days before we got there who had fallen down. So it's not the greatest, but it was certainly much better than it could have been. Yes, in case you were wondering, I was still looking for wildlife and really wasn't seeing much. All right, we have made it to the top of the world. Tuktoyaktuk, with the pingos in the background. Of course, it's windy. Swing around here and you can see the village out on the end here. We've had an amazing drive today, just a lot of dirt and dust, that's it. But we are here. The Goose made it. She's even flashing her pretty eyes at me. Well, we get asked this question quite often, so now's a perfect time to answer it. Why did we choose to go up to the Arctic Ocean through Canada and not on the Dalton Highway through Alaska? Well, you're seeing some of the reasons right here. And by the way, it was hotter than heck the day we were up there. When you go up through Canada, through the Dempster Highway, you can drive all the way to the end. You can camp at the ocean. You can kayak. There's me in the kayak. You can kayak. You can swim. You can do all kinds of things. You can stay as long as you want. When you go up to the top of the world through Prudhoe Bay and Dead Horse at the top of Alaska, it's a controlled atmosphere. You have to get on a bus. You have to get your security clearance a few days in advance. It's $90 per person. You get on a bus, you go up to the ocean, and you get to spend half an hour, 45 minutes dunking your toes in the water. And that's it. And you're surrounded by ugly oil fields. Whereas you can see here, you got a nice little town. You're at the top of the earth. You can stay as long as you want. It's beautiful scenery. And again, you camp right there. You can kayak, you can swim, you can do whatever you want. That's why we chose to go up the Dempster. Also, there's a lot less truck traffic on the Dempster. So that was why we chose it. Look at me out in the kayak there. Wow, that was fun. So on a different subject, I had some fun with the drone up here, but it got a little scary because as I was bringing the drone down, I lost communication with it. I had never had that happen, and it was pretty scary. I didn't feel like wasting all that money into the ocean. So, resigned to the fact that I had lost my drone, I started paddling back. And guess what? I paddled right underneath where the drone was hovering about 10 feet off the surface of the ocean. I was able to kneel up on my kayak and grab it. Pretty crazy. It is 7:15 in the evening and we are paddling to the Pingos on the Arctic Ocean. How's that feel, Corinne? Hi!
Hi.
7 o'clock and the sun is that high in the sky. I talked with somebody a couple of days ago who's a local, and they said when people come up here for long periods of time, it's not the bugs that drive them crazy. It's not the heat or the cold or the isolation. It's the 24-hour sun that they can't get used to.
What about the 24-hour dark in the winter?
Well, that's a whole nother subject. So there's a couple of Pingos, which are big, huge areas where the frozen tundra pushes the earth up. And what was it, Corinne? The second largest on the planet is right there?
Yeah.
We'll stop tomorrow on our way out and learn a little bit more about them. Kayaking on the top of the world. That was pretty cool. And no, we didn't make it to the Pingos. I guess you'd call that a stretch goal. Hey, we paddled the Arctic Ocean. Yay! We paddled the Arctic Ocean. Okay, fine, I beg to differ. It's about 8:30 at night. The sun is still up pretty high. It's incredible. My goodness. My goodness. Here's the rig. I can't see it. There it is right there, the very top of it. Just a beautiful shoreline here they've got in Tuktoyaktuk. Part of it you can't go on because of the native fishing area and their culture, but they've got quite a few areas here that we can go and swim and kayak and frolic and all that good stuff. So this is pretty cool. And being the fact that it's 8:30, I think it's about 8:45 right now. This is too hard to get used to. All right, we are in the Arctic Ocean in Tuktoyaktuk. We are getting ready to do the Arctic challenge, the Arctic Plunge. It's about 9:30 at night. It's 80-something degrees outside in the air. You just checked the water temperature, and the water was 34 degrees Fahrenheit?
Yeah, no, it was 67.
Ooh, it's cold.
65.
It was 65 degrees, but it doesn't feel like that. It's cold.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of good with this.
I'm good with this too. I'm a chicken shit.
Woo! It's chilly.
Here, I'll videotape you. There.
Oh, that's cold. Is it videoing?
I don't know.
Better be. Woo! Oh, it's only 9 o'clock. People can live. Oh, that water's nice and refreshing. Oh my gosh. Whew. All right.
I did the half plunge.
You're good. You're good.
I think so.
Oh, it feels nice. That was refreshing. I'm gonna do that again.
All right.
Oh, that's refreshing after such a hot day. All right, we're good.
Yeah.
Back on the road tomorrow. Huh?
Yep. I didn't totally go under. I got half under.
That's
Kinda.
okay. That's good with me.
All I'm doing.
And the mosquitoes are horrible. There's no big flies up here. And the buffalo gnats have left us alone for a little while, thank goodness. Whew. That's cold. Okay. Well, it is 12:30 in the morning. The sun is still way up. It's going to be up. And there is not a ripple on this ocean. Never seen anything like this before. And I am just getting inundated by mosquitoes, so this is gonna be a quick one. But that's a pretty beautiful sun at 12:30 in the morning. Oh my gosh, the mosquitoes. It finally dawned on us that we might not ever make it back up here again in our lifetime. So we are staying up with the midnight sun and staying up with the neighbors. And I'm going to continue to report what time it is. Oh, I got a mosquito on my head. Okay. Hey, 12:30. And we are at the Arctic Ocean sign. So that's nice. Being attacked by mosquitoes. Yeah, got the bug heads on. We don't have the bug nets on, but yeah, sorry. Can't hold hands when you're trying to, ouch, holy crap. Yeah, I hope you can see them on the screen and on my hands. Okay, that's enough. So this is the back of the Arctic Ocean sign, and Corinne's swatting mosquitoes. When did you find a good one?
Something lost in translation.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right. Oh man, look at that. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, pretty funny. Lots of great stickers. Well, it's 1 o'clock in the morning and they're blaring music from across the sound here, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to use this or not. I got a really good photo and video of this from the drone. People out middle of the night fishing. And then down at the end here, they've got a signpost that's kind of cool, along with some snowmobiles. See what names they got up here. Sydney, Australia. Berlin. Aquillet. Aklavik. Something Harbor, I can't quite see it. Nice Nice skidoo. North Pole. Oh, the North Pole is 2,287 kilometers. I love it. That's great. What else is up here? Barrow, Alaska, 906 kilometers. Inuvik, which will be back there tomorrow. Cool sign. Little picnic area here on the end of the spit. And the sun. Boy, that sun is almost straight north. Crazy. That one was already connected. Hey, well, it's coming up on 1 o'clock here in the morning. And I was just thinking about something as I was kind of walking around a little bit here. Corinne is sitting and reading a book. Our neighbors are eating dinner, 1 o'clock in the morning. This is a weird time up here, I gotta tell you. But I was just thinking about this. We kind of started this journey going down the Mississippi River and going over to Key West, Florida. And we posed for pictures at mile marker 0 on the highway in Key West. We came up through the entirety of the continental United States, through the entirety of Canada, and we have just gone as far north as you can drive in all of Canada. Pretty cool. Pretty cool to think of that. We left the mosquitoes and the alligators and the crocodiles down in Florida, and we came up here to the grizzly bears and the black bears, which we haven't seen any grizzlies yet. Honestly, we've seen a ton of black bears. We can't even count how many black bears we've seen. And but yeah, so we did from the south to the north, so that's pretty cool, and pretty excited about starting this journey back down and then going into Alaska. We're pretty excited about getting the rig washed, which honestly is not all that dirty because we haven't had that much rain. It's just been hot. It has been, actually, it's been as hot up here on the Arctic Ocean the last 2 days as it was for us in southern Florida. Pretty weird concept to think about, but yeah, pretty amazing statistic when you think about it. So, but there's the Arctic Ocean. There's the sun at about 1 o'clock in the morning, and boy, it's just incredible up here, except for the mosquitoes. Talk to you soon. Tomorrow morning it's t-shirt shopping. Pingos. We're going to learn about pingos. We've seen them, and we saw them when we were out kayaking earlier. And then we're going to drive back to Inuvik, and it looks like we might have a passenger. We'll have some fun meeting somebody new and learning about their life a little bit, which has kind of made this journey interesting. And we'll go from there. Thanks. Good night. And with that, we'll say goodnight, and we'll see you in the next video as we go back down 550 more miles of dirt.